ahead and come into a comfortable seated pose. And we will start. So let me just fix this window. So let's come sit comfortably and check in. Close our eyes, let our hands rest on our knees, and just check in with how we're feeling. So let's check in with our emotional state. And then let's check in with our thought patterns. And then bring our hands over our heart. And set an intention for the practice. Let's open with an Om, inhaling. Om. All right, so we're going to be working on legs, core, and opening the lower back. So let's inhale forward, exhale back. So just, you can bring your hands into the hip flexors. So things that cause lower back pain is the psoas. So the psoas is that muscle right in front of the hips. It can get tight. It goes from the bottom of the hips up to the lower back. So just opening up our psoas is a great start. Let's reverse. All right, one more. We're gonna rock on our pelvis. So rocking on the pelvis is the beginning of an ab crunch. So exhale, you can put your hands on your abs, and we're gonna exhale sharply, and then inhale, opening the abs up. So we're rocking back on the sits bones, and this is gonna start engaging that belly and strengthening the back also. So you can put one hand on the back and one hand on the belly and feel how this is both strengthening the abs and starting to strengthen the lower back. All right, one more. And now we're going to open up the chest. So inhaling, the arms open. Exhale, the hands to the heart center. So now feel the chest opening. And then feel the back opening between the ribs, between the shoulder blades. All right, one more. Now we're going to really do a good job on the lats. So lats run from the shoulders all the way down to the ribs. So we're going to put our hands on our shoulders and then inhale up, exhale down. So just in a few minutes here, we're opening up and warming up all the trunk. From the psoas, the abs, the chest, and now the shoulders. So feel it lifting from the lats. So the latissimus dorsi runs all the way down the sides. So really feel it lifting up from there. Breathing sharply in and out through the nose. All right, one more. Now keeping your hands on your shoulders, we're gonna inhale to the left, exhale to the right. So now we're moving the back muscles, strengthening. You can move slowly or as fast as feels good, but close your eyes so you don't get dizzy. So whenever there's a pain in one part of the body, it's usually because another part of the body is weak, and that part of the body has to compensate. So we'll be strengthening legs, hips, abs, upper back, shoulders to help with the lower back pain. All right, one more. All right, we're gonna now do a side body opener. So taking the right hand down to the ground, left hand over the ear. So here, depending on how flexible you are, you can bend the elbow. Really, really feel a good stretch. And then we'll switch sides, taking the left hand down, bending the elbow, reaching the other hand over. So inhale as you stretch. Exhale as you come up. So try to keep the sits bone on the ground to anchor and really feel the stretch through the latissimus dorsi. All right, one more on each side. Ah, yes. All right, let's change to the legs, stretching the legs out. So take the legs as wide as you can. Then we're bringing both hands down on each side. So inhale when you bring your hands down. So feel a stretch through the hamstring. You can bring the toes towards your shins and push through the heel. This will really strengthen and stretch out the hamstring. Also try to keep the back straight. Having a straight line between your sits bones and your head. So don't collapse like this. Keep your back straight like this. One more on each side. All right, wonderful. Let's take our toes and point and flex. So you can keep the legs out, point the toes, pull them back, point, pull, point. Let's inhale the toes towards our face, exhale, point. So the knees are staying straight. This is just the toes working hard, or the ankles. And now let's just squeeze the toes in, release the toes, squeeze the toes in, squeeze them. So making little fists with our toes. All right, and let's make big circles with our ankles and then go the other way. All right, beautiful. So we're gonna now work on some hip strengthener. That was just a nice total body warm up. So we're gonna take the feet wider than the hips, and then we're gonna drop the right knee open and the left knee is gonna come inside. Then we're gonna open the left knee and drop the right knee inside. Okay, so we're gonna take our arms in front of us like this, clasping the elbows. So dropping, and once you get sort of the hang of it, we're gonna come up. We're going to come up on to the shin. Yep, pushing the sits bones forward, pushing the hip points, using the glutes to push up. So inhale up, exhale down. All right, let's do one more on each side. All right, then come down. Now we're going to switch from the hips to the shoulders. So we're going to open up the shoulders, and if you have a belt, you can use a belt. Okay, so let's start off with the right arm. We're going to take the arm between the shoulder blades and then reach the left arm up. So you can grab a belt if you have one. You can also use like a washcloth or something to grab, or if you can touch the hands, you can touch the hands. So what we're doing, I'm going to come up on a block so you can see better, is we are pulling the hands apart, pushing the left shoulder down and the right shoulder up. And then we're going to take 5 deep breaths here to really deepen the stretch, okay? So inhale. All right, let's do one more. All right, we're going to come out very slowly, okay, because it's a big stretch. So releasing the hands, coming out very, very slowly. And then let's just rotate the shoulders a little bit. Oh, ooh, ooh. Okay, I'm going to just turn around so you can see. So now we're going to take the left hand, bring it in between. And again, if you have a strap, you can use it like this. You can grab the strap between and pull the strap apart. If you don't have a strap, you can maybe use your shirt, or if you can grab with your hands, go ahead and grab with your hands. So now the left elbow is pointing towards the ceiling and the right elbow is pointing towards the ground in nice straight lines. And then once we get into position, let's do 5 deep breaths. Try to enjoy it. So use the breath to open the ribs. And 5. Try to enjoy. Okay, let go very slowly. It's a very big stretch, so taking the arm out, roll the shoulders a little bit. Roll, roll, roll. Okay, we're gonna do good old-fashioned gym class. So let's start with the right hand. Bring the right hand across the body, and then capture the right arm with the left arm. Okay, so it's straight. Now what we're doing is we're opening up the rotator cuff. You can even touch it with your hand. You can rub it. This is your rotator cuff. It's these muscles right in the middle. All right, so let's do 5 deep breaths here. And 5. Great, so come out slowly. You can rotate. So when we use the breath to deepen the stretch, it really is a great tool. Okay. All right, now let's take the left hand. We're gonna bring the left hand across the body, capture the arm with the right hand. So the left arm is as straight as possible. And now you can touch the rotator cuff right in the middle of that shoulder. That's what we're stretching. You can just give it a little massage. And when we work hard, doing different kinds of sports and things, we make our rotator cuffs really sore. So it's really good to do this kind of stretch. All right, ready? Inhale. Use your breath. Breathe deeply. And 5. All right, come out slowly. Rotate around. Okay, now we're going to go back to the legs. So we are going to do an extremely challenging pose, okay? So please be gentle with yourself. We're going to take our legs out as wide as our hands. So the feet are right under the hands. Then we're going to come down, bending the right knee, okay? So this is where blocks can help. Okay, if you have blocks, you can use them. You come down to wherever you can come, okay? And if you can go all the way down, then you can do that. So then the toes are pointed forward. The toes and the knee are both pointed forward, okay? They're right coming out from the hip, right underneath the shoulder. Now the trick is coming up without your hands, okay? That's the hard part. Now we're gonna rotate or slide across our body and then come down over the left knee. So the left knee is pointing directly out, the same direction that I'm looking. The toes and the knee are both pointing forward. And then we come down. And then, yep, and then we're gonna come back up with our own strength. So my left side is very weak right now, so I'm working on that. So just gonna help you a little tiny bit. Okay, that's the move. So we're gonna go back and forth very slowly. Only come down where you can come with being able to move back up under your own strength without using the hands to come down. So my left knee is very weak. So coming up, coming down. So let's exhale down, inhale up. Moving with the breath. Let me show you from the side what it looks like on me. So this is basically a one-legged squat, and it's strengthening the hams, the quads, and the hips. All right, let's do one more on each side. Coming up. All right, wonderful. Whew. Shake it out. Shake it out. Okay. We're gonna now work on our shoulders again. We're gonna do chaturanga practice. So chaturanga practice, you can use blocks to make the ground higher, okay? So it's a possible option. If you don't wanna use the blocks, you can just do it without them. So with the blocks, it looks like this. So the legs can be straight or the knees can be on the ground. The thumbs come right next to the blocks. The hands are right underneath the shoulders. And now I'm gonna bend my elbows. I'm bending my elbows so they're coming towards my hips. And I'm lowering my body down in a straight line. And then I'm gonna push back up. So a lot of people, when they do this, they just wanna go to the ground, or they wanna collapse, and that's not helping, it's hurting their shoulders. So we're gonna lower down slowly and push directly up. So bring the elbows really close to the ribs. You wanna rub the elbows on the ribs. Okay? Inhaling up, exhaling down. I would rather you just go 1 inch down and 1 inch up, using your body properly in a straight line, then go way down and hurt your shoulders. All right, let's do one more. Awesome. And then we're gonna have our knees right underneath our hips. If you have a block, then you're gonna take it and set it on, put it however you want to, but preferably on this measure. And we're gonna take our elbows to the block, Bring your hands into prayer pose. And then walk the knees backwards. And then drop the head. And what we're doing now is stretching out the shoulders and the triceps. So press the fingertips together and make the palms stay apart. Let me show you what it looks like. So the hands look like this. So pressing the fingers together, yeah. All right, so now let's use the breath here. Let's use 5 deep breaths to really open up the shoulders. All right, good. We'll come out of that. And then we're going to come, so we're alternating between shoulders and legs and hips. Okay, I'm sure you noticed by now. Yeah, go ahead and rotate out the arms. We're going to come in squats now. Squat time. All right, are we having fun yet? So let's take our feet as wide as we need to have the heels on the ground. If you want to, you can always put a blanket. If the heels are coming off the ground, you can put your feet on a blanket. And if your squat is like that, that's okay too. Wherever your squat is, self-acceptance. All right, let's bring our hands into prayer pose. And let's do 3 ohms. So ohming from this position is working on breath control, which is coming from the abs. So having a long exhale is working on our breath control. So inhale. Om. Inhale. Om. Om. Beautiful. All right, we'll put our hands on the ground and let's do 10 squats. All right, so we're gonna lift the tailbone straight up. The head's gonna come straight down. Ready? Inhale up. Exhale down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and final one, 10. Now let your head hang, bend the knees, grab the elbows, and sway. Feel your heart beating. All right, beautiful. Roll up to a flat back. And then exhale, drop down fully. And let's just go ahead and open up our hamstrings. So if your hamstrings are tight, you can bend the knees. You can pedal out the knees a little bit. But basically, we're trying to strain the legs as much as we can safely, extending the hamstrings. Let's do 5 deep breaths, opening the hamstrings. And 5. Let's do a little flow here, taking the right hand to the left foot, bend the right knee, and lift the left arm into the sky, inhaling up. Exhale the left hand down to the right foot, bend the left knee, inhale up with the right arm. Really let your head drop between. Look up at the hand as it extends. So here we are, opening the hamstrings and the chest and the shoulders all at the same time. All right, one more on each side. All right, let's just hang here for a moment, catch our breath. We're going to come up slowly, bringing the head up last. Beautiful. All right, let's stand in Tadasana. Bring the feet underneath the hips, close the eyes, drop the tailbone, and engage the lower belly, okay? You can go ahead and put your hand on your belly, and you can even put your hand on your lower back. When we engage the lower belly, it takes pressure off the lower back. Go ahead and see if you can feel that. All right, beautiful. We are going to work on eagle pose. So eagle pose is a really great hip and arm, shoulder strengthener and flexibility pose. So clear the mat if there's anything there. Let's take our weight to the left leg. Now there's several options with this. We're going to bring the right foot over so we can touch the ground, or we can wrap the toes around the calf, all right? And then we're going to take the arms, and just like we did, we can have the right arm straight, and then we bend at the elbow. So if you can't do this, you can just leave the arm straight. Otherwise, bend the right elbow and press the hands together, okay? So this is a balance pose. It's a core strengthener pose. And what we're gonna do is lift the elbows up and push the hands out away from the face. Let's do 5 deep breaths. And 5. Yay. Okay, we're gonna come out of it slowly, unwind the arms, and then take the right foot down. Good, and then shake it out. The only thing that matters is coming out of it with grace. And let's do a little dance. Open up the muscles. Okay, beautiful. Whew. All right, let's actually stand in Tadasana for a moment. Engage the lower belly and feel how that releases tension from the lower back. Close your eyes. Let's do just a moment here, feeling the difference on our sides. All right, we're gonna bring our weight over to the right foot. Take the left foot. You can either touch just the ground, or you can wrap the foot around. And also you may notice maybe your hips are so tight you can't get it very far. Wherever you can go is fine. Now let's take the left arm across the body, grab the arm, just like we did earlier, but now bend the left elbow and wrap the hand around, okay? And then press the palms together. Lift the elbows up and press the palms away from your face. So you notice that my left foot is not able to wrap around on this side because my hip is too tight. All right, let's do 5 deep breaths here, enjoying the pose. Wobbling is okay. And 5. Let's unwrap the arms first. Stretch the arms out. Unwrap the leg, and then let's shake it out. All right, are we all good? Everyone's still alive out there? Yay. Okay, we're gonna now do, we're gonna do a little flow, okay? So we're gonna go from downward dog into a lunge. And so, yeah, just come on into downward dog. So let's stay here for a moment, pedal out the legs. So we've been opening up the hamstrings and warming up the shoulders. So this should feel okay. Really push through the hands, rotating out the biceps. You can bend the knees deeply to stretch the obliques and the lats. And then bend the other knee. All right, bring the toes together. Lift the right leg up, inhaling. And then exhale, bring the leg all the way through. And then we're going to inhale up to Crescent Pose. So bringing the arms up, looking through the hands. And now feel the psoas open. You can even rub it. So the psoas is on the left leg that we're stretching. Make sure you have a nice right angle in the right leg. And then we're going to drop the left heel, turning ourselves into Warrior Two, bringing the arms out. Let's reverse Warrior. So feel that this is opening the lats, the obliques, stretching through the right hand. And then we bring the hand back into Warrior Two. And then let's bring the leg, the heel up, bring the arm forward, back into our crescent. And then we're going to exhale the hands down, stepping back into our downward dog. Let's take 3 breaths here. You can pedal legs. And then we're going to take a big step forward with the left foot. Lifting the left heel into the sky, pulling the left leg through. Inhale the arms up into crescent. Let's take a few breaths here, feeling the opening in the psoas. You can take your right hand down and rub the psoas. It's in the front of the hip, really making sure it's opening, making sure you have a nice right angle in the left knee. And then we're going to drop the heel, bringing the right hand back over that leg. Pencil sharp, the back leg is pencil sharp, pushing into legs, squeezing the inner thighs. Let's take the left arm over the ear, dropping the right leg down, the arm down the leg. Now breathe into your side body. One more deep breath. Bring that left arm back up. Straighten out the arms into Warrior Two. Take the right arm up into crescent, lifting the heel, looking up, and then exhale the arms all down, back into downward dog. All right, we're going to do a little flow. So those are the moves we're doing, and I want you to move with the breath. So inhaling, bring the toes together, inhale the right leg up. Exhale the leg all the way through into a lunge. Lift the arms up. Exhale into Warrior Two. Inhale the right arm overhead. Exhale the arm into Warrior Two. Inhale, coming into crescent, lifting the heel. Exhale the hands all the way down. Inhale back into downward dog. Bring the toes together. And then inhale the leg up. Exhale the leg all the way through into raised runner's lunge. And then exhale here, and then inhale the arms up into crescent. Exhale, dropping the heel, opening the right arm into Warrior Two. Inhale into Reverse Warrior. Exhale into Warrior Two. Inhale, lifting the arm into crescent, lifting the heel. Exhale down. Step back into downward dog. All right, we're going to come into plank. So working on our core. We're going to stay here for 10 deep breaths. So make sure that your butt is not in the sky, nor is it falling down. You have a nice straight line pushing through the heels. Lift between the shoulder blades. And let's breathe 10 deep breaths here. Press into your thumb and forefinger. to take the weight off the pinky. And 8, 9, and 10. We're going to flip over onto the right side of our foot, bring our left hand up into the sky, side plank. So try to keep the butt from falling. Pretend like you have a fire under the hips, reaching up. And let's do 5 deep breaths here. And 5. Bring that left hand down. We're going to just roll right over into the left side. So bring the left side of the foot down. Bring the arm up. 5 deep breaths through the nose. And 5. Bring that right hand down. And now drop the knees. And you can lower through chaturanga very, very slowly, making sure that you're not injuring your shoulder the whole way down. Let's push up into Sphinx. So bringing the hands out, having the elbows right underneath the shoulders. So we're just going to open the chest gently. So we're going to start off in Sphinx, looking up, breathing, opening up the collarbones. Let's make a little pillow with our hands, bringing our forehead down to the hands, and rock out the hips. So if you feel any tightness in your lower back, I want you to try this. Press the toes, the toenails into the ground, and then press the pubic bone into the ground. When you press the pubic bone, what you're really doing is tightening your abs. And that takes pressure off your lower back. So let's go ahead and turn the arms out. And this time we're going to push up. Looking up, press the pubic bone into the ground. And then let's come down again. You can make a little pillow with your hands. Shake out your hips. If you have any lower back tightness, shake out the hips and then tighten the belly. The lower belly will take the pressure off the back. All right, one more deep breath here. Now we're going to take our hands right underneath our shoulders and push up into up dog. So options are you can press into the ground with the toes or with the toenails and lift the knees off the ground. So let's do 5 deep breaths in up dog. All right, good. Come on down. Let's just lay here for a moment and then let our backs release. You can shake out the hips. All right, we're going to do Superman pose. So Superman pose is raising the arms and the legs. And what this is doing is really strengthening the abs. Okay? So we're going to take our arms out in front of us. And let's start off by just warming up. Let's lift the right arm and the left leg. Exhale down. And then let's lift the left arm and the left leg. So this is just warming up the core. And then let's take a little break. Shake out the hips, make a little pillow with your hands and rest your forehead. And then we're going to do Superman. All right, you ready? So lift the arms and legs both at the same time. And let's do 10 deep breaths. Ready? Through the nose. In and out through the nose. Tighten your lower belly. And 10. All right, make a little pillow. Shake out the hips. All right, let's do one more. So 10 more deep breaths in Superman. So this is bringing everything we've been working on together. We're using the lower back or the abs to relieve the lower back. We're using our glutes, our hamstrings, our shoulders. Everything is getting stronger. And the stronger all those muscles are, the less lower back pain. Okay, stretch out the arms, lift the legs, and breathe 10 deep breaths. Engage the lower belly. Nine and 10. Okay, rest. You can shake out the hips. All right. Wonderful. Wonderful. How are we feeling? Are we feeling very tired? Okay, one more thing we're going to do, and that is bridge. Okay? So bridge will kind of undo all the work, or not undo it, but just reverse it. So push, take the feet as wide as the hips, push through the glutes, pushing the knees away. And if you can, take your hands and clasp them underneath and walk your shoulders together. All right, let's do 5 more deep breaths here. Use the breath to open up. And 5. All right, slowly lower down, coming from the upper back. You can massage as you go. So massaging. Ah, yes. And then let's do a happy baby. So take the hands around the outside of the feet and rock. So you can start off by putting your feet next to your sits bones and rocking. And then you can bring your feet next to your belly button or above your belly button and rock. So you're massaging your spine and all the muscles of the back with this happy baby. You can bring your feet by your face and massage your upper back. And then you can rock all the way, the whole length of the spine, bringing the toes in front and behind. And if you would like, you can roll into plow. So plow, you can bring your hands behind your back, support yourself, and touch your feet on the ground. And if this feels wonderful, but you want more, you can also bring the legs right up and then hold your back with your hands and just shoulder stand. So wherever you are, just enjoy. then slowly come out. And as you come out, massage your back. Really, really just opening up any tension, releasing any muscles that worked out hard. You can stretch overhead, and then stretch the legs. And then we'll come into our Shavasana. So stretch out, and I will read to you a little special passage from Pema Chodron as you rest in your Shavasana. All right, we start with ourselves by Pema Chodron. In cultivating loving kindness, we train first to be honest, loving, and compassionate towards ourselves. Rather than nurturing self-denigration, we begin to cultivate a clear-seeing kindness. Sometimes we feel good and strong, and sometimes we feel inadequate and weak. But our loving kindness is unconditional. No matter how we feel, we can aspire to be happy. We can learn to act and think in ways that sow seeds for future happiness and well-being, gradually becoming more aware of what causes happiness as well as what causes distress. Without loving kindness for ourselves, it is difficult, if not impossible, to genuinely feel it for others. We start with ourselves by Pema. Let's slowly come up, bring our hands together. Remember our intention from practice today. And may the benefits of this practice benefit us and everyone we meet. Namaste.